Hello and welcome to the MG Cup Series here on NBC. We are back here at New Hampshire for our second race at this track of the season. And there's Chris Mack catching up to the rest of the field. As we pace around this 1 mile oval. Now we're getting ready for the drop of the green flag. Greg Biffle is on the pole. And I will actually have to be right back. So enjoy the silence and the sounds of these cars for the drop of the green flag. Here we go. And I am back finally in the booth. Had some things to do really quickly. Yeah, sorry I had my the microphone up. But the caution has come out. Chris Mack has found the wall. And honestly, the way that his season has gone so far, I cannot say I am surprised. So, oh, contact, Dale Jarrett. Oh, hard into the outside wall, back down across the racetrack. Oh, man. Then hard into the inside wall. Tony Raines got collected in it as well. He's got some damage to the front end of his car there. There he is, driving away in that 74. Chris Mack coming around the turn as well. Just limping back around to the pits. And yeah, that's our caution. We'll be right back after this for the drop of the green flag. And we are back. We're racing once again here, and Ryan Newman is your leader. Jimmy Johnson in second. Steve Park in third. This top three is starting to look a little bit normal here. And look at at fourth place is the 2 of Rusty Wallace. Finally back after being injured at Michigan. And is still your points leader thanks to his brother Mike Wallace replacing him for a couple of races there in that 2 machine. And now Jason Jarrett up into the top 5. This is where things start getting a little bit out of hand here as far as the top 5 is concerned. Things start getting strange. The caution is not out, but Chris Mack has found the wall once again in the back of the field. Something must have broke on that thing. I believe he's out of the race now. Yes, he is. He is climbed out of the car. So just a tough break, a tough day for him once again. Lots of races where he gets knocked out early. And this is another one of them here at New Hampshire. Jimmy Johnson receiving some pressure from Rusty Wallace now in the 2. Steve Park in the 1 behind both of them. Trying to hold off the 37 of Derek Cope. Carl Long back there behind them as well. Long actually won the first time around here in New Hampshire. Now looking to go back to back and sweep the track here this season. But Ryan Newman driving away with this thing here. Look at this pack back here. Further back, that is Bobby Labonte and Ricky Craven side by side. Kyle Petty behind them. Kenny Wallace to the outside as well in that Bill Davis Racing number 23. He gets back in line. Ken Schrader behind him, the 2 Kennys. Carl Long is past Derek Cope and Steve Park. Now looking and now he's got his sights set on the 2 of Rusty Wallace. Park just trying to hold off Cope. Jeff Boltz in the back, behind Dale Jarrett and Brian and Joe Nemechek in the 25. They're side by side for that position. Now Boltz in the 57 gets to the inside of Jarrett. Dale Jarrett had a little bit of contact earlier today. Didn't seem to affect him too much. I don't see much damage on that car, or I don't see any damage actually. So I think he's fine. Brian Vickers with some rear end damage here. Kind of falling back a little bit, just trying to stay with the field. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this with more coverage of the MG Cup Series here at New Hampshire. And we are back here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Nothing has really changed at all. Ryan Newman, your leader, has been dominating this thing here today. He now has an almost 2-second lead over Carl Long, who has worked his way all the way up in the second. And look at this, the 0-2 of Hermie Sadler up into the mix. He's up into the top 5 now. challenging Jimmy Johnson for fourth. Gonna look to the inside, and he's there now, side by side for second. Hermie Sadler is gonna take the position. I did not mean to change cars. Jimmy Johnson with the run off the high side. He's fighting back, but Hermie Sadler keeping his nose in there, trying not to let Jimmy clear him. Rusty Wallace trying to follow through. On the inside, they're side by side, pretty much dead even at the line. Johnson nose out ahead that lap. And now here comes Hermie Sadler on the inside here. And they are still side by side. Hermie Sadler doing everything he can to get by the 48, but Jimmy not letting that happen. Remember in real life, he's a 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion. Now just trying to have some success here in the MG Cup Series. He's won a race already this season. Hermie Sadler turned his luck around this season after the ratings got equaled out for everyone there. So now down the backstretch, he's going to challenge Carl Long for second here. I mean, they're all just right there. Big old pack of cars. 2 seconds behind our leader, Ryan Newman. Newman just checked out and he is gone. He is out of here. Not staying at this hotel. And the caution, I believe, is out. We're going to go back. I don't know who it was for. So we're going to take a look at it here. Oh, Greg Biffle into the wall hard. What happened here? Oh, Biffle. Looks like he was in the middle of 3 wide. He had Ken Schrader on his bumper there, and I guess he got a little loose hitter in the corner, slid up into the 23 of Kenny Wallace, and goes straight up the racetrack and around, collects Bobby Labonte, and they go hard into the outside wall here in turn 3. Look at Biffle. Man, 3 wheels off the ground for a second there. Car almost flipped. Labonte involved in it as well. Hard crash here, turn 3. Whoa, Terry just about hit him. Oh my goodness, they're still bouncing off each other. Harvick's got some damage from that now in the right front of his car. And that's going to bring out our second caution of the day. We'll be right back after this. And the green flag is back out. Ryan Newman is no longer your leader due to pit strategy. A lot of cars stayed out. One of them was Kyle Petty. Or actually, no. I believe everyone pitted. Ryan Newman just had a slow pit stop. I forgot. Everyone pits under these cautions. Sorry. My throat's itchy. I'm trying to get that to fix, or to stop. But watching the battle for second now. Hermie Sadler trying to get to the inside of Jeff Burton. Now Sadler has a pretty strong car here today. How about that if he can get his first win and win a race sooner than his brother Elliott, who's actually more of the favorite to get the first win between the Sadler brothers. It's the more talked about Sadler brother. Hermie's the more forgotten Sadler as far as his driving career goes. But he's right there. He is hounding at 99. And he's got the 60 of Brian Vickers in front of him to possibly use for a pick. But he's not worried about any of that right now. He dives to the inside, sends it into turn 1. Full send. And now down the backstretch, side by side, still. Sadler not letting them clear him. That 99 cleared up for a split second, but Hermie dove it in, and now he's going to take the position, just muscles it away from that 99. What a strong drive. A hard charge as well from the 02 driver here today. And now he's going to close the gap here on Kyle Petty. He's got to work his way past the lap car, Ryan Vickers first. And now Vickers, with that rear end damage, probably going to hold him up a little bit here. Hermie Sattler goes to the high side. He's going to try to clear him up on the outside line, and he makes it work. How about that for Hermie Sattler? But he lost a lot of time doing that. But now he's stuck on the high side as Brian Vickers is still on his inside. And here comes Rusty Wallace in the 2. And they're side by side out of turn 2. Down the backstretch now. Brian Vickers clears the 02, but not for long. Hermie Sattler still trying it on the outside line. Drove in way deep. And he clears them this time. And now look at him closing in on Kyle Petty. Just gained a lot of time through 1 and 2 there. He closed in on him a lot. I think Hermie Sattler might have the strongest car. Or not, if not the strongest car. We know Ryan Newman has the strongest car, but he's got one of the strongest cars here today. If he could just hold on to his position, he could possibly win this race. As he is absolutely flying here today. He's got the gap to within a half second. And now going to try to run down the 45 of Kyle Petty here. Runs a slightly lower line. Looks like Hermie's got New Hampshire all figured out here today. He gained a little bit more that lap. Through 1 and 2 once again here. Hermie Sattler inching closer and closer each time around, but just can't quite get there. He's starting to break even with that 45. Runs a little bit wide on entry, but he's going to cut back down in a big run through 3 and 4. And now down the backstretch, he is right there on his back bumper. He brought it in to within 2/10. And now going to do what he did in 3 or 4 once again here in the 1 and 2 on the high side. Just can't quite get it to work. Has to check up to avoid hitting the wall. And he's going to lose a little bit of ground there. Might try it again here in 3 and 4. Yes, he does. Goes to the high side. Gets a good run on entry. High side does work on the entry, but on exit, he just gets a little bit tight. Has to check up to avoid hitting that outside wall. And that's killing it for him here. As he falls back a little bit more. And now through 1 and 2 once again. Through 3 and 4, he is now just gonna hug that first white line. He's trying everything, man. He can't quite get there, but he is trying literally everything. I think he might have used up all his stuff. He lost about a thousandth of a second, or a hundredth of a second that last time around. So he may have used up all his stuff. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back here to New Hampshire. And we have a battle for the lead brewing now, as Hermie Sattler has caught Kyle Petty, and he is all over his back bumper. And don't get too comfortable here, because look at the 27 of Scott Wimmer in 3rd place back there. He's got a chance to win it as well for Bill Davis Racing, the Chevrolet side of the team. Sattler wasn't as strong that last lap, but gonna try to reel him back in here. And here comes Scott Wimmer in 27. Wimmer has a chance to win this race. I think he might have a good long run car, because he just ran both of these guys down throughout that entire run. And now look at this, Hermie Sattler right back on the bumper of Kyle Petty. Just can't figure out a way to pass him here. That's going to be the most difficult part about this. Getting past that 45. He's going to run a slight bit higher. Oh, Kyle Petty slips up now. And here they come down the front stretch. Sattler has the run, but not a big enough run. Here comes Wimmer to the inside of Sattler here. And now they're side by side through 1 and 2. This is what Kyle Petty wants to see in his mirror, because now this gives him a chance to just drive away. But Hermie Sattler going to clear Scott Wimmer down the backstretch. That's what he needed. Wimmer tries to dive it back in, but Sattler closes the door on him. And now Hermie Sattler going to try to reel in that 45 once again here. Interesting battle between the top 3 drivers here. Hermie Sattler is right there. Now all he needs to do, he needs to hope for the 45 to make a mistake, and he might have just got it right there as Kyle Petty checked up. And now it looks like he's trying the high side, or at least he thought about it. Checking up a little bit here. Man, he cannot get by that 45. Every time he seems to catch him, he seems to make a mistake before he can make that move, and it's costing him. It's hurting him big time here today. Look at this, 3 cars under a blanket through 1 and 2 now. Big run for the 02. Has to check up to avoid running over the 45. That's going to break the momentum. He's peeking to the inside now. He's there. Petty. Kyle Petty a little bit wide there, but he got his back bumper back down there. Closed the door, and now here comes Hermie Sattler a little loose out of turn 4. Sideways went that 02. Saves it, but he lost a little bit of ground, and the caution is out. Caution is out here at New Hampshire. We're going to go back and take a look at what it was for. And we had a great battle going there. It's Hideo Fukuyama in the 66, the Japanese driver. He did end up winning a race earlier this season. Big surprise winner there. Slows way down. Something happened to that car, some sort of an issue. And that's going to bring out their 3rd caution of the day. Unless something else happened as well that I just didn't see. I don't think anything did. Nope, he just stopped on the track right there. That'll do it. Yep. For sure. He tried to get down onto the apron, but the car just stopped. Where's our leaders? Oh, here they are. So, we're gonna go to another break, and we'll be right back after this. Green flag is back out. We're racing once again here at New Hampshire. Hermie Sattler now your new leader after a great pit stop there. And that's what he needed to get past Kyle Petty. He knew he couldn't pass him on track at 45. Kyle Petty was making that number 45 very wide. But Hermie Sattler knew he could beat him on pit road, and that's exactly what he did. Down the front stretch now. Off of turn 2. And now down the back stretch. Oh, Kyle Petty's actually reeling in that 02 now. As Hermie Sattler slides a little bit wide in 3 and 4. But got a massive run from it down the front stretch. Not sure where that came from. Maybe you can make that line work on fresh tires. Down into turn 3 now. Kyle Petty trying to reel him back in, but ultimately just does not have enough. Might just go to the alternate strategy. I think he's saving his stuff a little bit. Doesn't look like he's trying too hard to get there. Meanwhile, behind them, there's a 4-car train. One of those cars not even on the lead lap. That's Brian Vickers in the 60. Cruising around out there. Whoa, Jimmy Spencer about turned Jeff Burton, and he's all over his back bumper. He's trying to get by that 99, and now sideways out of turn 4. Has to check up a little bit. That's going to ruin his run. John Andretti just fell back. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he just dropped like a rock there. Larry Foyt, I mean, look at all of these guys now. They've caught John Andretti. And the 7 goes by on the inside. Jimmy Spencer side by side with Jeff Burton. John Andretti into the mix as well. Thinking about taking it 3 wide. Look at Andretti go. He's peeking to the bottom. Decides not to take it 3, but he about did there. Larry Foyt into the mix now. Terry Labonte up into the picture. There's Rusty Wallace and Ricky Craven not too far behind them. And then back there behind them, they're side by side. Kenny Wallace to the inside of the 21 of Ricky Rudd. Jason Hedlsky behind them. Big pack of cars. Meanwhile, out in front, Hermie Sattler just driving away. He is cruising around out there at this point. Hideo Fukuyama back out on the track. They must have fixed whatever issue it was that caused him to stop. But he is laps down now. 2 laps down. So I guess it was worth it for Brian Vickers to stay out for all this time. Been a lap down, and he just gained another spot. Sideways is Derek Cope off of turn 4. Saves it. Look at this big pack of cars. Morgan Shepherd and Boris Said side by side. Now heading down the backstretch and into turn 3. 3 wide. Bill Elliott on the very outside. Making the high side work. So apparently there's grip up there. And now coming down the front stretch. Contact. And almost caused a wreck. There's still 3 wide. Robbie Gordon on the apron. And so is Jamie McMurray. Trying to rejoin now. 42 of McMurray keeps it straight. Wiggled a little bit there. That almost ended badly. That would have been huge. Look at the amount of cars in that group. And they're still down there. I think Robbie Gordon might be trying to get into the pits. And there's contact. McMurray. And around goes the 37 of Derek Cope. The caution's going to come out. I knew that wouldn't end well with these guys down on the flat like that. And Jamie McMurray slides up, gets in the 37, sending Derek Cope spinning into the inside wall in the front straightaway. And look at this, 3 wide, McMurray. The momentum taking him up the racetrack. He gets up in the Hideo Fukuyama, pushes him up into the 37. Greg Biffle gets up into the outside wall, and Derek Cope smacks the inside wall in that 37. Didn't hit it too hard. He really didn't. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think he'll be fine. He'll be able to keep going. But, man, a tough break for him there. I mean, just a tough break. He had nothing to do with any of that. And paid for it there. Kyle Petty gets another shot at this. As he tried to run down that 0-2 on the race back. Couldn't quite get there. Since we are under caution, it is assumed that the 0-2 will lead the funny lap as well here. So Hermie Sattler leads the funny lap. We'll be right back after this. Green flag is back out. We're racing once again here in New Hampshire. And look at Jimmy Spencer in third place. All over the back bumper at that 45. Spencer is ready to go. Man, Mr. Excitement himself. Jimmy Spencer in the Sirius XM number 7 Dodge. Trying to win this race. Fell back a little bit there, but he's faster than Kyle Petty, and he knows it. He's trying to get to that 45 and get by him here. Petty really just trying to hold on to second place at this point. Either that or he's saving his stuff and trying to use that later on to catch Hermie Sattler and pass him and win the race, but now he's getting pressure from behind. That's going to be difficult for him to do without giving up that spot. I mean, Spencer is there, man. Jimmy Spencer is right there. It's going to be tough to beat or hold him off, because you know how Spencer does. He'll probably just knock him out of the way. He doesn't really play around like that. He might get a little physical, because I mean, he might just be getting a little frustrated with that 45, so he may just get into the back of him. But no, so far, keeping it clean. We've had a ton of upset winners this season, starting with the 23 of Kenny Wallace back at Texas. And then it was a few more races. It was Casey Atwood winning a race, Casey Mears. Who else? Deo Fukuyama won a race, Derek Cope, Carl Long. Got a bunch of unexpected winners this season, so this will be pretty interesting to see how the rest of it plays out. Hermie Sattler, still your leader. As the race winds down now, coming around to 11 laps to go this time by, and we've got a battle for fourth brewing here. As now Terry Labonte peeks to the inside of Jeff Burton, backs out of it for some odd reason. And he lost a ton of ground at that 99. He's going to have to make all that back up. I bet you he won't do that again. Whoa, Rusty Wallace trying to get into a hole that almost wasn't there. And he just forced it to he forced a hole open there. I mean, he made one himself. Just moved the 14 out of the way. Rusty being very aggressive here with Larry Foy, as remember, he is your points leader, Rusty Wallace. So every position matters for him. But man, that was very aggressive. I'm not even sure how he made that work, because Larry Foyt was about to go to the inside of Brian Vickers, who's a lap down. And then Rusty got there. And now they're about to go 3 wide as Ricky Rudd went very wide through 1 and 2. Rusty Wallace being freight trained on the outside now. Looks like the high line is the way to go here. Lots of cars keep going up there. It's starting to rubber in a little bit. Get a groove going on the high line at New Hampshire. That's going to be pretty interesting. And look at this. 23 of Kenny Wallace behind his brother Rusty. Whoa, Harvick just slid there further back. Kenny Wallace now on the back bumper of John Andretti. Andretti's dropped like a rock. He's just trying to hang on to a top 10 spot here. We have less than 10 laps to go. What is Brian Vickers doing? I guess he's getting out of the way. And here comes Terry Labonte to the inside of Jeff Burton once again. And does not have to run, so now he's going to look there, but he's not quite going to get there. Backs off a little early, going to try to get a good run on exit. And he's reeled him in once again. Larry Boyd gets past Brian Vickers, and now Ricky Rudd trying to do the same. Rusty Wallace with a huge run out of turn 4. Now coming down the front stretch, nowhere to go with it. Doesn't want to take it 3 wide. He's all over Ricky Rudd's back bumper. Gives him a bump there. About moved him out of the way. Rusty Wallace being very aggressive here today. And now another run down the front, down the back stretch this time. Sends it. Rusty Wallace not playing any games here today, as he is going to take that spot one way or another. He does not care. And he still can't get by him. Man, he's got to be wondering, what do I have to do? Ricky Rudd not giving him the spot too easily here, no matter what he tries to do. And it is probably frustrating Rusty here. And Kenny Wallace behind him. The Wallaces in back-to-back positions as we come around now to 4 laps to go. 4 to go for Hermie Sadler. Can anyone catch him? Kyle Petty's been saving his tires these past couple of laps, and now he's going to try to run him back down. Can Hermie Sadler hold him off? 3 laps to go this time by as we go through 3 and 4 once again. Now coming to the stripe, it'll be 3 to go. Kyle Petty loose out of turn 4. Got a little sideways there that killed his run. And now going to dive back into the corner even deeper this time by. And he's there now. He's on his back bumper out of 1 and 2. Could not get the run down the backstretch. I think Hermie Sadler gets better acceleration off these corners. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, big run there. Sadler sideways through the corner that time. And he somehow got it to work for him. He had a big run through the corner. 2 laps to go now. Oh boy, this is getting good. Here's Jimmy Spencer into the mix as well. Mr. Excitement to the inside. Gonna make things exciting for second place. Backs out of it. Kyle Petty with the run through 3 and 4. Now trying a different line. White flag in the air this time by. One more time around. The 2 Dodges trying to get by the Chevrolet of Hermie Sadler. Jimmy Spencer trying the outside line. Can he make it work? No, he cannot. Here comes Kyle Petty. He is there. Will he make a move? Does not have to run. Hermie Sadler with the better exit. Heading into turn 3. Petty looking low. Can't quite get there. It's not going to be enough. Hermie Sadler from Emporia, Virginia. Comes out of turn 4 and is going to get his first career win here in New Hampshire. Hermie Sadler wins for the first time on the channel here in the MG Cup Series. What a finish. What a race for Hermie Sadler. And the Virginia Tech 02 car is going to pull in a victory lane. Hermie Sadler gets the trophy and the checkered flag here today. What a battle. Man, I'll tell you what, he earned that win. He drove his butt off for that win. But, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and hope to see you guys next race. Until then, peace.